Hi, Aries. This is your June and July love reading. This reading is for people who are struggling in relationships, who are in dynamics that they are confused about, dynamics that are having problems. If you are a happy Aries in your relationship, this reading is not for you. It will not apply. Now, as always, the roles could be vice versa, so I'm going to say how I see it, but it may apply slightly different for you guys. So, Aries, I think that a relationship has ended. Um, it's either just ended or literally on the brink of ending. I think that more than anything, you're separated from this person. So separation could be because you live in different, parts of the world, different areas of town, or that you have just taken a break, like let's chill, and you are trying to figure out what's going on. Um, yeah, that's the best way I can see it. I think that Aries, you're now it could be your partner, but I think it's showing up as your energy for this reading. But again, yes, it could be your partner. Someone in this relationship or who was in this relationship is having a high level of anxiety, um, and it's taking a lot of it's taking a toll on their health, but it's also taking a lot of strength for them to like handle this breakup. I'm not sure if you were with this person for a long time or if you're just someone who struggles with breakups. I know some people, can be very hurt after even, a 3 month, 4 month relationship. Pain is pain. Um, but someone is, you are so, I'm saying you, Aries, but again, it could be your partner. The energy is so distrustful, so anxious, so distrustful. I some of you are spying on this person, on social media, or you're just kind of watching them. Maybe you work with them, or they work down the road from you, and you're kind of you're creeping on them. um, that's what it looks like. It almost looks like you're watching them to see if they were sneaking around on you. I don't know. It's really interesting. I'm not getting any energy that they were, but again, this is a general reading, so I would have to do a personal reading. You are walking away from this relationship. That's what it looks like. You had the Eight of Cups. You're walking away because you weren't able to move forward on some issues. Maybe you had fights with this person that you were unable to resolve. Sometimes a fight can turn into like a big deal, right? If it's a fight about a big matter. And I think that it was about what you expected out of a relationship and maybe what this person could give you. Your partner or the person who you've separated from is showing up. They're done. Like I'm sorry, this reading is showing that they're done, and that I think that they felt the breakup too. I think that maybe it's, breakups aren't fun, and they're healing. So they're doing. I think that they're doing the right thing. They broke up with you and now they're practicing on healing, and for them the energy is like this was supposed to happen. They are on the right journey. So that tells me that this person wasn't for you anyway. Um, I feel like you have two heavy feelings about this person. It's like you love them but you can't stand them kind of thing, or it's like you can't make up your mind about them, and as a result there's no closure on your end. It looks like it's your end, and it's almost like you're waiting for them to come back, but I don't think they are coming back from this spread. Again, I would have to look at a personal reading. But you're not closing the door on them because it's like, yeah, you're expecting them to come back. Now, the reason I was curious, like what caused, a lot of times in my readings, I see what caused breakups was infidelity, or, it's usually something like that. Or just fighting and just, two different types of people. But this is showing that I think that someone's ideal of what happiness would look like was causing this person to feel entrapped. So, another reading I just did, well, I think it was Sag. I can't remember. I don't know if this is a Sag you're involved with, but they had a similar energy of maybe someone wanting this happily ever after and have this envision, like they have this vision of it, but it's causing this person being trapped. And so I think that this relationship broke up because it's like you want this and maybe it's too fast. And the reason I think it happened too fast was because your advice was the Eight of Wands, Aries, and it was clarified by the, like, why the Four of Pentacles. I think that There's nothing wrong. Like, I don't want to judge anyone, but sometimes this card is about sex and about, you know, needing to really not do that right away in a relationship, because some people, especially, I shouldn't say especially women, but it's general, they're not able to do that. Once sex hits the table, they're not able to detach from their emotions. And so, unless you have a solid relationship or commitment or emotional connection with this person, by having, you know, sexual, you know, a sexual dynamic, it can put a lot of stress on that relationship, because now this one person thinks this is going to be one way and this other person's like, well, I'm just hanging out and dating you. So another bigger message though with this card is rushing into relationships. um Maybe you're the type who doesn't like to be alone. Maybe you're the type who meets someone and, you know, you are an Aries. I know if a lot of fire signs get very passionate, and that's so, it's so great to have that passion, but it can be to your loss when you think that something's going somewhere when it's just, you know, maybe fun and games for the other person, and you're being advised to really kind of hold back a little. You know, not to be guarded, but you need to hang on to something a little. You don't want to give everything to this person. You want to get to know them first, and you also need to be, again, be mindful of who you're choosing. You know, the Page of Pentacles in reverse can talk about naivety, all the pages, but with the Page of Pentacles, it's like you might give your body, your heart, your time too quickly, because, you know, in this card upright, this page is holding a pentacle and he's willing to give it. And this is in reverse for your advice. So don't give it away so quickly. Hold on to that pentacle. And with the Seven of Cups, it's just reiterating you need to be very choosy, because not everyone is who they appear to be. And not only that, not everyone, even if they're great people and kind and loyal, they just might not be for you, right? Um, because I think something, your ideal of what your happily ever after could look like was causing pressure for this person. That's what it looks like. And the oracles really, really match that. So, first, I want to go through your love oracles. I pulled out three. You had It Is Safe for You to Love, you have Trust, and you had Past Life Relationship. Now, it's so interesting because this really, really resonates. So, it is safe for you to love and trust are kind of saying the same thing for me. Now, that doesn't mean you trust everyone with your heart. It means that you need to trust in just love in general. You need to trust that it is out there for you, because with all this anxiety and the sneaky, like, kind of spying energy, Aries, you don't trust. And so, how are you supposed to attract a trusting person in a loving relationship when you have all this anxiety of what could go wrong? And it's like kind of the law of attraction kind of thing. You know, if you're focusing on what could go wrong, how are you going to attract what could go right? And this is saying, like, you need to just let go, and you need to trust. And if this person leaves and the door closes, trust that that was supposed to close, right? You need to trust that something is coming for you. Now, with past life relationship, you may be attracting the same types of people over and over and over again. Now, it may be a different story, a different person, a different look, but it's the same story. You end up hurt, feeling less, unworthy, not valuable, or not worthy, or whatever you want to say. It could end in an infidelity. It could end just because at the end of the day, you feel like you're not enough. And you're repeating that. And then your oracle cards were just so amazing. The first one that came up was intention, number 22. Again, that's a 4 in numerology. 4s are about security. So, where's my book? So, this is about deliberate, clear intentions and having the power to change your world through those intentions. So, your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you are hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work. However, others will help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out to the field, then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. So those are big words. Live deliberately with clarity and detachment. With these energies, Aries, you are not detached. You are so attached to what could go wrong, what should go wrong, why they left you, what are they doing, who are they with. you need to detach. You need to let go. And by doing that, you're going to close this chapter that I think that you're repeating, and trust. Because if this person isn't giving you what you want and they're gone, that's a good sign that, okay, you're gone now, make room for someone better. But you have to believe that there's someone better out there. And at this point, I don't see that you do. The other card that really closed the deal here was Golden Palace in reverse, and it's number 23. Now that amounts to a 5, and 5s are really, they're heavy energies in astrology. So this says to let go of your tight hold on what you believe security should look like. I'm going to remind you of this card. Security doesn't always look like this, right? Now is the time to conserve your energy and count your blessings. Resist the pull to become miserly, which is, I see already happening here. There will be enough money, love, youth, food, and shelter to go around. A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of true abundance. Trust in the tides because the flow always returns from the ebb. Chop wood, carry water, as the Chinese proverb says. Practice faith and the treasure will be revealed. In fact, you'll find it in plain sight. So Aries, all these cards that, well, both of these and just some of the stuff that I've been seeing and talking about, it's a tough pill to swallow when we realize we are where we are because of the choices we've made and the thoughts we choose to think. And, you know, I just feel like the good thing is you can change this. The bad thing is that, you know, you're causing it at the same time by not being able to trust in your ability to co-create. And if you're feeling unworthy and lack and I'm alone and no one likes me and I'm unattractive or whatever, it is very, very hard to attract something good and meaningful. So you have to switch your thoughts and you have to start learning how to feel good on your own. And in turn, you're going to attract someone who's going to also make you feel good, you know? But you have to do it on your own first. And that's what these cards are saying is you can do this. But you need to stop focusing on what security looks like, because for some of you, security is this family with a husband, a wife, a child. For some of you, it's just not being alone. And that's not security. Security comes from within. So that is your reading. I hope that it resonated for some of you. If you would like a more in-depth reading, please email me and we can get that going. I'm pretty available till July anyways. I'm pretty free. My plan is to post again in August, but I'm not quite certain as I'm a little busy, but that is my goal. So I hope to connect with you all then.